Alright, what's going on, everybody? Y'all already know what's up. I'm here again, and I'm here with a for real special guest. You feel me? I knew her since college. She a ball player, but I ain't gonna get into all that. I'm gonna let her do her thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on? Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Maya Singleton. I'm from Louisiana, but I live back and forth between Louisiana and Maryland because my mother's in the service.
Oh, okay. Word, damn, that's interesting. I never knew that. Word, like, wait, what, like Navy, Army?
She's in the Army. She's been in the Army for 24 years.
Oh, okay, word, yo. Anybody out there, yo, watch your mouth when you around Maya, yo. Her mom's is in the army, so I already know her aim is crazy. You feel me? So, yo, before we get into that, now I mean, being that I know you, we gotta start off with, yo, why you did that to me, yo, back in Texas? Your team and all, like, y'all violated my team. I don't appreciate that. What happened? Like, come on.
Yo, we just had to get a bucket. You know, we coming to win every time.
Nah, that was disrespectful. You see me on the sideline. You supposed to tell your people, it's like, yo, chill. You gave my chicks out there 40, you feel me? People who don't know, you know what I mean? I used to be a coach or whatever. I used to coach for some D1 JUCO out there in Texas. And, you know, I was coaching. I ended up playing against her team, and they slapped us. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was a bad loss for us, know what I mean? But since we on that note, yo, I want to talk about the whole Trinity Valley thing real quick.
Trinity Valley came about because I was at Marshall, and I realized that I didn't want to be there after the first year there. At Marshall.
Okay.
And so I knew a coach at Temple by the name of Wade Vinny, and
Yeah, shout out Wayne Vinny.
she knew Coach Lovato, who is at a school in Arkansas now. And Lovato was the coach at Trinity Valley at the time. Mm-hmm. And so she gave her a call, and without seeing me play or anything, she was just like, yeah, I'll take her. Oh, not even knowing, like, my skill set. So yeah. It was a blessing, you know?
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a good thing. It worked out in your favor. So, nah, that's fire. So before we even get in depth about the whole Marshall to Trinity Valley, like, how did you even get in the playing ball? Like,
you know what? I was a little girl. I was by myself. My mom was like in Maryland trying to get her life together for me and her. Okay. And so I was in Louisiana at my uncle's house, and we did everything together, from baseball, tennis. Yeah. Like, he was like that uncle dad type person. He taught me how to ride a bike. He put the ball in my hand for real. Okay. He put me on a team on base, on the military base, and it was crazy from there. Like, it took off from there.
Word. Oh, so on the military base, it was like a kids team and all that?
They had a kids team. Like, they have like little, it was a youth center. So, like, after school, your kids would go there by the school bus or whatever. So, yeah.
Okay, nah, that's fire. So, like, playing ball as a kid and all that, like, when was a time, like, you realized, like, yo, I really gotta play ball. Like, I really have to do this. I don't care about nothing else. Ball is basketball. It is what it is.
It may have been, like, I want to say the 4th grade. We would have recess when I went to CT Reed in Greenbelt, Maryland, and I'd be outside with the boys, and I was just punking them, taking the ball from them. Yeah. I was like, yo, I like this. I gotta keep doing this.
Nah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Word. What you call that? So you played any in like AAU teams and all that?
I first started playing for Beltway Lady Cougars out of Greenbelt, Maryland, and I think that was like 6th or 7th grade, and that went very well. And from there, I went to Dream Makers. Shout out to Uncle Willie.
Yeah, shout out Uncle Willie.
He used to, like, he's like one of the best basketball trainers, yo. Okay. When I tell you, he intimidated me my first practice. Yeah. Like, I was scared as hell to go to practice, right. Yo. Like, but he made me better. He helped me a lot, tremendously. Like, okay. So, yeah.
And how was in the AAU? How was, like, the traveling situation? Was it like y'all did a lot of traveling from, like, you know how they have like those invitationals at like Florida or like Ohio or like Texas or Cali? Did y'all go like that deep, or what was it like?
Yeah. I forgot. I didn't even mention the most important, well, not the most important, but one of the AAU teams. I also played for Boo Williams, and that was like later on in high school or whatever.
That's down in Virginia, right?
Virginia,
yeah. I already know
and so
what's up.
With them, more so, we traveled and went to like different states and tournaments and stuff. And so, yeah.
Yeah, and you enjoyed that moment the whole time?
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that?
AAU is the best, like, that's when basketball is fun. Like you go and you do your thing AAU season,
Word.
So yeah.
All right, so like, being that you loved AAU when you was a kid and all that, and now you was growing up, so what's the things like you do in order to step your game up? Like, what's the day-to-day things you work on to step your game up?
First, like most importantly, without the basketball in my hand, I watch film on myself. I think about everything that I do when I'm in practice. Like, okay, if I've messed up on this drill, okay, what did I do wrong? Like, let me fix it the next time.
Okay.
Insanity is repeating the same thing over and over, expecting something different. So,
ooh, I like that. Repeat that again. That was ill right there. Yo, shout out to that. What's up? Say that again.
Insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So that's what I do. But like with the basketball, I just try to when I have my individual workouts, I let my coaches get a pad and they beat the hell out of me in the post, so I can be tough. You got to be strong down there, especially like since I'm not like really tall, in the Big East, and so I got to get them pump fakes and going into the person's body and finishing and all of that. So yeah.
Nah, that's a fact, yo. You tall, cause I walked up to you. I'm like, damn, son. Like, I'm like, yo, I didn't even know she was this tall. Being at Marshall, I was like, all right, but nah, that's crazy. That's fire. Yo. That's what's up, yo. Like, and so what do you like about your game, and what do you dislike about your game? You feel me? Like, tell me what's something like, all right, when I do this is what I love about my game that nobody could guard me, or I be stopping people because of this. What is it you like about your game?
Honestly, I love the fact that I'm so athletic. Like,
Okay.
I can jump up, and once I go in the air, you're not getting the ball if it's coming off the rim. Like, it's mine, yo.
Right, that's a fact.
Okay, so the thing that I dislike, I wish I was taller. Like,
What?
I really wish I was taller.
Man, what you trying to do? You trying to dunk? Like, I feel you, but
I wish I was taller.
what?
Catching the ball coming off the rim, I just want to jam it back in there. Like, come on. I don't know, but that's just me, though. Like, that's little stuff. But on a more serious note, I wish that it's nothing that I can't work on and, like, perfect. But, like, I wish I had, like, more, like, guard set skills.
Okay, you wish your handle was like more crazy.
Handle was more,
Okay, on that string, I feel. Word, that's a fact. Like, as far as the basketball world, like, what do you like? What do you like about the whole basketball world from college? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the whole college thing. Like, what do you like about the basketball world, and what you dislike about it?
The basketball world, it can be. I mean, it just depends on your position. Like, it can be good for you, it can be bad. You're always gonna have haters. You're always gonna have people thinking that you aren't able. And so that's that. I mean, it's nice once, like, you on top and stuff, because, everybody love you when you on top, like, except for those haters. But other than that, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, but nah, I feel you on that. But I just want you to know, you know what I mean, the people out there, you know what I'm saying, haters is just typical fans. You feel me? You got to change their mind. You know what I mean? You got to change their mind. But I feel you though. You know what I mean? What you like about basketball besides obviously just liking it and playing it? Like,
Well, I mean, that's it. I just like competing. Like, that's always been my sport. Like, I've never played no other sport on a serious level.
Okay. Word, nah, that's fire. Alright, and then being that you at St. John's, you was on Trinity Valley as far as being a champion and all that, and you got a good reputation with people. How is it, like, as far as like a role model, athletes being role models? Do you think they should take on that responsibility, or?
I mean, if they're in the position to do so as a professional, or just even college players, yeah, I think so. You should always know, because you should always think of yourself highly, because you have people watching you, people younger than you watching you. You're doing something that little kids do, so you're a role model. You gotta be that to me.
Oh, okay. Nah, I feel you. Because, the reason why I said is, like, I think about the whole Charles Barkley situation where he was like, yo, I am not your role model. You feel me? So it's like, all right, I get it. But it's like, yo, you can't be out there wilding
You
either.
can't say that, and you got TVs in front of your face, and you on TV regularly. Like, come on, yo.
Word. Nah, that's crazy. I feel you on that. What's a situation that really inspired you? You feel me? What's something that inspired you? A real life situation. It could be as far as basketball or just regardless. It inspired you to where it's like, yo, keep going, Maya. Like, yo, don't give up. Do not give up on this.
Situation that inspired me. When I was playing for Beltway Lady Cougars, I really couldn't get the. I don't know. Okay. Well, the situation was we had a banquet or whatever, a team banquet, and Lynn Bice's mother came to speak. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Lynn Bice's mother came to speak. I'm young though, so I didn't really like
grasp what she was
saying and like the importance of like everything she was saying. But I remember I was sitting there, my mother was just in tears, just listening to her talk, yo. And so I just like that was I don't know after the banquet or whatever, ESPN did a 30 for 30 Lynn Bias, and as soon as it came out, I seen it, and I was just like, man, I wish I could go back and like
and really understand.
So,
that's crazy. Cause it's funny you say that, yo, cause nobody knows what he could have been if he really. Would Jordan be Jordan if he was there?
Would it be Michael Jordan?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's crazy, and it's so funny because that's random. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought you was gonna give me something else, which is a good thing. But you said Lynn Bias' mom's was there. I wasn't expecting you to say that. So, and then you see, it's so funny how everything like comes back to you like later on in life, and you like, yo, so this was his mom's, and like this is who he was. You feel me? Word. So, alright. So when you seen that, like, what about it was like, just his whole, how everything came out from him being drafted, and then him going through that situation with the whole he passing away and how he passed away. Like,
what do you mean?
Like you said that moment like inspired you when Lynn Bias' moms came through, right? So when she came through, it was like, yo, you know what I mean? Then later on in life, you see the Lynn Bias 30 for 30. Yeah. But your mom's is crying. You was like, oh, like I know it's something serious, but it's whatever. But now the Lynn Bias joint comes on, and you actually see who he was. You feel me? Like,
I just think that in the time, like I was young, so I didn't really fully understand. And like when I was watching the 30 for 30, his mother, she's very wise. She was very wise and she was very strong, and she knew that he was dead. But like it's just crazy how life happens. Like the whole thing, like the whole situation of how he passed, like it just taught me a lot. Like you have to think about the decisions that you make because your life can be gone in a second.
That's a fact.
And so, and not even just that, not even like things that can kill you, just any situation, like be it good or bad, things have consequences. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of took that and like, I don't know, I kind of took that and like put that towards like my whole reasoning of being at Marshall, you know what I'm saying? Like not making good decisions in life and stuff like that. So I don't know. I tie it into a lot of things. That's just me. That's the way I think. I don't know.
No. That's smooth. I feel you. And then being that was something that inspired you. And you talk about Marshall and the whole decision makings, the whole aspect of decision making. What was like difficult? Like what was the difficult times with basketball where you had to like focus on decision makings and like get yourself together? You felt like, yo, I'm slacking or I'm doing this. I ain't really myself. Like talk about those times.
Well, let me start off with when I was slacking. Okay, so
yeah.
Out of high school, I didn't take school seriously. I was playing at Riverdale Baptist in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and I just thought basketball was it. Like all I cared about was basketball, practice. Come on, games. We playing in Phoenix, Arizona at the Nike tournament. Like that's all I thought was important at the time, and so that caused me to be ineligible. And so when I was at Marshall, I couldn't play. I was a regular student. I never had like that much free time ever in my life, and it drove me crazy. And so I didn't know what to do with myself. I found myself depressed, just doing crazy stuff, just because, like. Yeah. And so when I went to Trinity Valley, I eventually like sat back and thought to myself, like, okay, you can't keep doing the same thing. Something has to change. Right. So I just daily I tried to be a better person. overall. But what was the question? Cause I
Oh, nah, you good. You good. Like the difficult times that you was trying to get at and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like the difficult times when balling and trying to get to where you at now. You feel me?
Okay,
No,
yeah.
no, no, no. You answered it smooth. You
yeah.
answered it good. You feel
That's
me?
it,
Yeah, nah, it's so funny you say like that when you couldn't play at Marshall that you had mad free time on your hands. Cause the funny situation is was you there? Yeah, you was there when I went through my situation, like as far as being a manager at Marshall, he had let me go. And I was in that same like boat with you, like, yo, I have nothing to do after my class, you feel me? So I'm just stuck like, yo, what
I do.
yeah.
I go like.
That's the fact the whole campus just looked mad open. Like I felt like it was like an uncomfortable feeling. Like I felt like helpless, and it's just like, and sometimes that's crazy because it's like, yo, like being busy. Sometimes when a person is busy, it helps them like succeed more. And it's like when you got the freedom to do literally like anything. Yeah,
It can literally drive you crazy. Like, because it's like out of high school, it was just me and my mother. My mother worked in Virginia. I went to school in Maryland. That's an hour commute from my school to her job. Like, she had to drive back and forth. And then we lived in Indian Head, which was another 30, 45 minutes away from my school. And so we would always be on the road. And then I get to Marshall and I have free time.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo. It like maybe the first couple of days I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, once you do everything there is to do, it's like it drives you crazy. And like that, like just like you said, being busy helps you succeed. That's because like when you just get free time, it's like, okay, well, I still need to do something, and you still trying to work, like, and so yeah, that's how it was.
Right, especially at like a small town like that, because I understand if you was like out here and why something is like, yo, free time. That's perfect, 'cause
yes,
it's like,
let me go do this. I can always do that. Like you can do endless stuff here. Like,
nah, that's a fact though. Like, yo, what type of music you listen to? You know what I mean? What type of music you listen to?
I see, this is where people think I'm weird, but
what you like?
I like Tony Braxton, y'all. Like, I like to listen to old school stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, it just like, that's like the only thing that I really listen to that's like way before my time, Tony Braxton. But I like chill music. Like I listen to Beyonce, R&B music, Usher.
Like grown and sexy.
Yeah,
and stuff.
like I don't really do too much of the new hip hop era stuff. Like,
Alright, come on, now you gotta mess with Lil Uzi Vert. That's it.
I don't do that. I don't know nothing about
Uzi. That's my son right there. Nah, I feel you. I get what you saying though. And is that that's the type of music you listen to like before the games too, or like?
See then that's when I turn on the little stuff that my teammates listen to from Uzi, A Boogie.
Okay,
like, all that. Like, yeah. It's a time and a place, but yeah.
Nah, I feel you, yo, and like what you call that? So like, can you explain the difference between like Marshall, then going to Trinity Valley, and then where you at now? You know what I'm saying? Even though you couldn't play at Marshall, but just having to be at the practices, just to be there, you know, just because I know you had to do like your terms with the contract, whatever it was for the team and all that. So like, what was the difference? Which the main difference I already know was the whole like you couldn't play, but even just campus wise or anything like.
I mean, first of all, I love the people that was at Marshall.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Like,
shout out to Marshall,
shout out to Marshall,
and the people there, and the people there. You feel me?
But it was cool. Like I loved it there. But I feel like, well, I wouldn't say I loved it. I liked it. But I feel like if basketball was a part of the picture, I probably would have stayed initially.
Okay.
But when I first got there, I was practicing. Like they had me working out. I was lifting weights, practice, all of that. I was a freshman too, though, so it was killing me. I didn't have the whole mental thing together. You know, basketball is mental, especially at the Division I level, and so I was struggling, like just trying to battle with weightlifting before practice, and then going to practice, sore your muscles tight and everything. I'm like, yo, how y'all want me to run and I can't even move? Like, I'm mad as hell going to practice daily, like, but. I mean, it was cool. You get used to it eventually, and So that was that, and also Marshall had good food and all of that. I went to Trinity Valley. They didn't really have like the same type of quality food, and so when I first got there, it was just like I struggled a little bit with that. Like I had stopped eating and everything. It was crazy, but Trinity Valley, it humbles you. It teaches you a lot. It just depends on your mindset. It can help you stay out of trouble because it's so small. So you have nothing to focus on except for basketball and school. Word. And I loved being there. I loved Coach G. Shout out to Coach G.
Yeah, yo, shout out Coach G.
Yeah, cool dude. He got under my skin, but like we had a love and hate relationship. He know that. I love him, so it was cool. But like now that I'm here, I probably almost daily I look back on the whole journey of getting here, and I think about all the things that happened and what I could have done better, like just everything. And I don't know, I feel like I'm always trying to grow, like as a person. I'm always looking to do better, like be better.
Word. But you gotta elevate.
Yeah, you gotta elevate your life. You can't be consistent in this world. You'll shrink. You'll go under. Like I swear.
That's a fact. And it's crazy, yo. You say about the Trinity Valley joint, like, because that inspired me crazy. You feel me? Like when I went out there, and just as a coach, and then I'm seeing like your coaches, like they had the big rings and all that. I'm like, yeah, trying to stunt. Like, you're like, yo, where you going with that ring, dog? Like, nah, but it was just like, yo, you see, yo, that's the type. You know, I can't front. Like, if I ever go back, it's like, yo, I can't lie. Like, people like that is who I look up to and like who I admire, because it's like, yo, you actually like doing your thing. You grasp the formula to consistently like be successful back to back. I don't know what you doing, you feel me, but it's just like, yo, you winning. Your composure, your coaching style was smooth, like it's relatable to me. So when I was watching y'all play and all that, and then even watching him like and his assistant coaches, is just like, yo, the way they carry themselves is fire, you feel me? So nah, shout out to them out there, yo. Like, so now you here, you in a Big Apple. You in St. John's, yo. Big East Conference. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's crazy. You doing your thing. I'm hyped for you. Like, I need you to understand that. I'm amped. Like I got the OD cheese on my face. I wish we was recording this. You feel me? But yo, how you feel right now from being Louisiana, then to Maryland, and then back and forth. Then to Texas at a small school. No, West Virginia, which is probably the smallest state in the U.S. Nah. And then Texas. Now you at the Big Apple. You in St. John's. Yeah. What? Come on. You got to give me something on that. You got to give me something.
Honestly, it's crazy to me because when I tell you, when I look back and think about all the stuff I've been through, I never thought I would make it to this point, honestly.
Word.
Honestly, I never thought I would make it to this point. Damn. I felt like it wasn't written for me after a while. Like, I felt like I had messed up so much to a point where it couldn't happen. Like, and that's just the honest to God truth. But I'm grateful to be here, man. I promise you. I think about it every day.
Yeah, matter of fact, because I know they got to, like, St. John's and them had to recruit you and all that. So I know you was obviously doing your thing at Trinity Valley. So, like, how did you know, like, St. John's? Like, what schools were looking at you? And, like, how did it come about, like, once you found out, like, yo, St. John's is looking at me? Or even when high school, you always had that look?
No, out of high school, I didn't know where I wanted to go. I didn't know nothing about being recruited. I took it as a joke. People was calling me. I wouldn't answer the phone, like just crazy stuff. But I was. No, I was for real. Like, but my two schools that it came down to out of Trinity Valley was Auburn and St. John's. And I went on my visit to Auburn. It was cool. I loved it. It was beautiful. Like, beautiful. SEC. Like, it was dope. But they didn't have both of my majors. It was 11 hours away from Louisiana and, like, 14 to 15 away from Maryland, where my mom is. Okay. And so I was just like, okay. And then St. John's came around, and they had both of my majors. It's 3.5 hours away from my mother. It's in New York. My major is communications, and like, what better place to be like than in New York? And so it was just a win-win situation. The only thing I didn't like about it, about New York, was the fact that it's gonna get cold and it's gonna snow and it's gonna be crazy. But I'm used to that because I lived in Maryland, so it was written. It screamed, this is where you're supposed to be to me. Like, that's it.
Woo. Yeah, that's fire, yo. I'm still hype.
Yeah.
And then I'm even more hype because it's like, yo, you in St. John's once again in the Big East. You about to play in the Garden sometime this year. I know you about to play in the Garden. When you even think about that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm about to play in the Garden. Have you ever played in the Garden before?
I've never played in the Garden before. I've never been to the Garden before.
You never.
Still to this day.
You never. You never been to the Garden. Alright. Yeah. My fault. Yeah. You gotta explain that. When you think about that, forget going. You forget watching the Knicks.
Yeah.
You don't need Knicks tickets. You about to play there. How you feel? Come on,
I mean,
that's crazy.
It's exciting because like so many legends have played there. So many historical things have happened there, and so it's big. Like, I'm excited. I can't wait. We actually play there January 3rd, I believe. It's a doubleheader with us and the guys, but I don't know who. But it's going down.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Come on, January. That's New Year's. Like, that's the new year. You going into the new year.
Yeah.
Woo! Yo, that's crazy. So, like, who your favorite players and all that? You feel me? Like, who your favorite players? Whether it could be male or female. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, give me at least, like, 1 or 2 females or 1 or 2 males and your reasons why.
I like Melo because his game just cool. It's smooth. He take his time. He don't let nobody rush him into nothing. He take his time, pump fake. Might give you the little shimmy. I love Melo's game. And let me see, favorite women's basketball player would probably be, I want to say, Diana Taurasi.
Oh, you like a straight killer. She a straight, yeah, the female Kobe. I feel you.
Her shot is just look effortless, like.
That's a fact. Damn, that's crazy. Because those is my 2 favorite players too.
Really?
That ass, yeah, I love Melo. Yo, I've been in altercations where I almost fought people over Melo. So like, I don't even know him.
Get real.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I feel you.
That's a fact, yo. Like, and like, what's the best advice you could say like someone like has ever given you? You feel me? Like,
I don't know. My mother done gave me a whole bunch of advice, but the only thing I can think of, it comes from me. Just experiencing life. Never rush into situations. Never, force anything, because in life, what's meant for you is gonna be for you regardless. It's written. It's already written, and so just take your time with things. Don't rush into it. It'll happen. Whatever it is, it'll happen for you.
Word. Nah, that's a fact. You feel me? You gotta take your time. You gotta pace. You know what I mean? You gotta go on your pace. Because if you sitting here trying to go on somebody else's pace because they want you to do something or they think you need to do something, that's when you fall off track. You know what I mean? Because there was one time somebody was like, yo, you know what you need to do? Nah, dog, you know what you need to do? You feel me? Like, nigga, I'm ahead of you. You telling me what to do. Like, I know you here for my best interest, but it's like, know what you need to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So true.
I hate them.
I always want to tell you what's best for you. Like, where you at right now? Like, please inform me.
That's a fact. Over here asking me for $1. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, like, so, all right, when you playing ball, like, what's on your mind when you playing ball? We gonna start with that. What's on your mind while you playing ball?
Actually, when I play, I try to erase like any distractions, like free mind, clear mind, whatever, and I just focus on my matchup, my goals, and just winning.
Okay. You know what I mean? Nah, I feel you. And like, when you playing, was there a time where it's like, yo, I'm not sure right now. Like a person you felt like, damn, like this girl might be like cold to where, you know, you ever had that?
Anytime a coach would be like, okay, this is a big matchup, I just take it as that. I don't think you better than me. You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to shut me down. Like, you're going to have to score on me just about every time. Like, But I just take those big matchups and I just play harder. Like, oh, you supposed to do this? Oh, you this? You had 20 points last game. Let's see if you can get it this game.
Okay,
Like, that's how I am. Like,
yeah, yo, my girl Maya out here about to lock all y'all up this season. Stop playing, you feel me? That's what I'm talking about, yo. And when you balling and all that, and you in the game or even on the bench, like, who are you doing this for? Like, who are the type of people you trying to reach out to?
most importantly, I do it for my mother because she's a single mom. She's been doing it by herself since I was born.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the AAU teams. Boo Williams was not free, so all that gas money, them trips, all of that wasn't free. She put me in private school. I was in private school 3 of my 4 high school years. She helped pay for my first year at Marshall because I wasn't on scholarship, so I did have to pay for my schooling.
Okay.
And so,
hold on. When you was at Marshall, you had to.
Yeah, I had to pay for my schooling.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I thought you went on a free ride there. Hold on. Who recruited you to Marshall? Was it Coach Chadwick or?
No, it was Coach Tamisha. Do you remember Tamisha? She left though before I came, so that was another downfall in my whole Marshall journey. So yeah.
Tamisha. Nah, I don't remember. Where she coach at now? You don't know?
I don't even much know.
Alright, cool. Damn, yeah, I don't even know. Tamisha. She was like a light skin?
She was light skinned, yeah.
Oh, I know you talking about. Yeah. I think she in Florida. Not the Gators.
She not down there no more.
Alright, but we talking about the right person. Yeah. Shout out to her, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. What you call her? But like what's your goal professionally, like on a professional tip, like if this is what it is, St. John's and go to the league or wherever, cool, let me know what's that. But if it's not ball, what else is the next plan, or you have an idea, a nice little backup?
You know, sometimes I struggle with this because I'm older and I feel like I should know specifically because I feel like the people around me my age know specifically like what they want to do with their life. But
hold up, my fault. I ain't mean to cut you over. You gotta remember this 30-year-old still living at mom's crib.
That's true, yo. That's true.
You had a good pace right now.
That's so true. But I would like to play basketball overseas if that happens. But afterwards, I low-key want to work for the FBI.
Oh, it's good.
low-key, but I don't know. I've always been into like criminals and like drug dealing and police busting people, but I don't want to be a regular cop. Like I don't want to be NYPD.
Yeah.
Like
you want to be involved, actually, like investigating and all. Like not just slow down or harassing people or just having altercations and all. Like that's dope. Like was that always like as a kid too?
Yo, I don't know. I'm just starting to piece stuff together. Because it's just stuff that I noticed like over the years, but like as a kid, I just like I'm talking about as a kid, I used to like watching cops, and I wasn't interested in the crime. Like it was more so like, why are these people doing this? Like and I thought I don't know why, but I just watched cops, and like nowadays I watch How I Almost Got Away with It. Have you ever watched that?
Nah,
yo, that show dope, yo.
Alright, I gotta repeat it just for that.
People be like, people be like, they'll have like a good plan of doing whatever they're doing, and then they'll like leave a receipt behind or something. And get pulled over, like lead a car, and then the police will like have a idea where they are, and then they'll get caught. Like it's just, I don't know. I just think it's interesting.
Damn, that's fire, yo. Shout out to all the criminals that's on these shows too, yo. Y'all be out here wilding. You feel me? So like, how has like practice been going since you've been playing?
Practice is cool, yo. Like I said, I never imagined that I would be here, honestly. And so every practice, like I just try to do what I'm supposed to do, get better, and help my teammates get better, so we can be good and ready to go each game.
Okay, is there a different like, far as communication wise, or like a certain type of way you gotta prepare that was different from like Trinity Valley, or even at Marshall, to where it's like, yo, they want you to prep and look at this paper or whatever, and then Trinity Valley had another way of preparing you, or is it?
You know what? Trinity Valley actually prepared me very well for this moment because before games we'll have our scouts and we have walkthrough and all of that. You're supposed to know your player personnel and all of that, and so that really helped me out, like to in this position that I am in now. So.
Right. Nah, I feel you. That's crazy. What you call it? And how you like the campus? Like, how do you like the campus? How do you, you know what I mean? How did you adapt to being in New York? Like, what's different for you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Being in New York, what's good? That New York feeling.
I love New York. It's people always out. Like I was in Manhattan one night. It was like 2 o'clock. I was leaving my friend's fashion show. We was out
Okay.
chilling and stuff.
Yeah, yo, shout out to the people working out in Fashion Week and all that. That joint be live. Okay.
And so we was leaving. It was still people outside just doing whatever. Like that's not normal anywhere else. For real. Like,
right.
People be in, sleep, getting ready for work the next day, whatever. But New York people are always out. I hate the potholes. The potholes are messing up my new car. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I can't deal. But other than that, I love it. Like, I love it.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire. Yeah, yo, I ain't going front though. Like, I like the whole scenery too. But that ride, cause I live in the Bronx.
Yeah.
I had to take the 6 to the 5, which that's quick. That's quick. I'm only 3 stops away. My fault. I was some special ed nigga just stuttering right now. But that's only 3 stops from where I'm at. Then the 5 all the way to 59th. Then I had to walk all the way to 63rd Street to take the F train. Yo, I don't know what it is about like Brooklyn and Queens. Their stops, it ain't like just because every stop in the Bronx is actually like non-stops apart, but it's real quick.
Yeah.
Brooklyn and then Queens,
It's like every.
yo, it's like I say like 15 stops like each joint, and it was 10 stops away from to even get on that bus, that Q30. Yeah, so I was like, yo, I was like, damn, son, like this joint is deep, but like I like the whole scenery, like you feel me? But the campus is fire and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you out here, cause yo, it's gonna be a crazy experience these upcoming years, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. What's your major actually?
My major is communications.
Communications.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you have like a minor with it? Cause you said like both. Or...
No, I was gonna pick between communications and sports management, but I didn't want to be the typical athlete that majors in sports management. So.
Alright. Yeah. So like with communications, now I feel you on that, cause that's what pretty much every athlete pick or whatever, just to be on the safe side. And that's another thing too, yo. Everybody out there who's in college or whatever you trying to do. Yo, go for what you want. Forget being safe, yo. If you really want something, go for it. You feel me? Because sometimes that being safe could hold you back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like in communications, like what you wanna do with that? Mm-hmm. Once you get your degree in that, like what do you want to do in that? You want to go on radio, broadcasting, or?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. I thought about applying to like intern with ESPN this summer, but I'm not sure. I'm still weighing out my options. Hopefully I'll figure it out before it's too late.
Oh, okay. Have y'all had any pickup games? I mean like exhibition games yet?
Yeah, we actually scrimmaged Hofstra Saturday, yesterday.
Oh, word, yeah, yesterday. How did that go?
Cool.
How did that go? Y'all won?
Yeah, we won. It was cool though. It was cool. We learned some stuff about ourselves and what we need to work on, and so.
Oh, okay, bet. And how did you feel playing, having that jersey on? How did you feel? Like, ooh, I got the St. John's jersey. What was that feeling like?
It felt good. I'm grateful for this moment. I keep saying that. Like, you just don't look like.
Nah, I do though. That's why I'm asking you, because I wish I would have had that jersey on. Like, that's crazy. Like.
I'm just grateful for the moment. So I just go out there and try to give it my all, because I know my mother, she struggled like a lot for me to get here, and so I just try to make her proud for real.
Nah, that's a fact, yo. I feel you. I'm OD hyped for you, because I walk in, you see everything just posted up, all the legends right there, and then you showing me where we need to go to do this interview. You like, yeah, there go Chris Mullins right there. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, that's what I was telling you. I was like, oh snap, I forgot he was coaching them. That's crazy. Know what I mean? So yeah, like. What type of advice you'll give for upcoming athletes?
First of all, always do what you want to do, or not do what you want to do, but do what you want to do in a lawful way, I guess. But always follow your dreams for real. Like, don't let nobody tell you can't do anything because they can't do it or they're just hating. Just go with your move.
Word.
Yeah.
That's a fact, yo. Do it, you know what I mean? Do what you love, yo. Because at the end of the day, once you're doing what you love, you're going to find a way to generate bread.
Yeah.
And you're going to find your way to do bigger things. You feel me? Never let nobody dictate your moves. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, yo. Like, it's bugged out because that's what I be trying to tell people. And they be thinking like, oh, nah, I'm good, yo. I'm good. And it's like, nah, I know you good.
Yeah.
You right here, but it's just... Yo, you gotta be something more to it. You know what I mean? We here for a purpose. You feel me? So nah, like, you know, it's crazy, yo. Like, to actually see this happen and like, got me here in the St. John's locker room. I'm amped right now. It's
crazy because you've been there since the beginning almost, just about
Yeah.
from Marshall, Trinity
That's a
Valley.
fact.
Now I'm here.
I know, and it's funny because it's like, yo, like when we was at Marshall. It's crazy because it was like we never really like spoke a lot like that, but when we seen each other on the scene, it was all love. Like, yo, what's good? You
yeah.
feel me? Same over. Now it's like, damn, yo. And then once we went to Trinity Valley, I felt like the communication was even
Better,
yeah,
yeah.
you feel me? And then now it's like, yo, I'm here chilling and all that. Like, yo, that's crazy. It's funny how like life works. You get what I'm saying? But nah, like I said, yo, you know what I mean? Like that was Maya. You feel me? She was out here doing her thing. I can't wait till the season come out. What are y'all ranked yet? Like, do they have the rankings out?
They do, but I really don't pay any attention to that. I just go out there and try to, get the dubs. But it is out there, and I think we're like 5th or 6th, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
and they won last year, and they ranked them 5th or 6th. Crazy, but I mean it is what it is. You just gotta go out there and prove yourself for real.
Yeah.
Turn them into believers.
Yeah, that's a fact. And so there you have it, y'all. You feel me? That was my homegirl Maya. You know what I mean? We gotta make some moves. You feel me? She gotta continue to work on her game, and we out of here. You feel me? Any last words?
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.